That's probably the way he made it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of funny with map making. This is actually kind of a good segue, to be honest. With map making, there's a lot to it. It's not too hard to get into map making, especially with Warcraft 3. Even I can do it. Not very well, but I can still do it, and it's a lot of fun. You can put all of that creativity that you've got into a map, and it just feels so good when you do it. And I've only recently just come across these videos because it was mentioned to me by the man who made it himself, Filmting. And he wants me to talk to you about a little series he started up on his YouTube, and I'm going to definitely watch them all because I didn't know. Apparently he's up to episode 8, but I'm going to start from episode 1 and try to learn some things because I do like making maps, but it is obviously time consuming. But if you put in the time, it's very rewarding. Let's just join that for the moment, but I'll give you a link in a moment. Oops, might want an extra. Oh, never mind. That's not going to work. I'll just concentrate on what I'm saying. So, when it comes to making maps, he's actually created a little YouTube guide series towards doing so to help you out. So, how to make melee maps and anything else that goes with it. So, it's really actually nice to see because it keeps Warcraft 3 alive just that little bit longer, and you don't really see anything clear on YouTube. There are guides out there, but they are really sort of all over the place. I used to actually have a look at them, a couple of them, to try to work out what I was trying to do when it came to making maps. It's very messy business. But yeah, these series are pretty damn good. So make sure you check them out. I'll put a link in the description. Ah, why is that not working? Let's have a look. WTii. Oh, there's 3 ones. My eyesight says there's only 2. Okay. Now it's full. Right. Anyway, so many lovely distractions. I will put that link in the chat channel for you to check out. So give me a moment. So there's a link in the chat room for you right now, and this map has been made by the creator who made those guides. It's called Filmting, and he's done quite a few projects and they're very good. So I'm going to treat this as an observer, so I'm going to commentate this game. That way, again, when I'm sort of like observing a new map like this, I can actually sort of describe it from my point of view. I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert, but I can give you my opinion as my experience of Warcraft 3 and what I think of the map, how it looks, the layout, the units, the creeps, what sort of meta you can get out of it, how you can expect players to perform out of each other. I like the mines already, the position. Filmting seems to make these maps that I kind of wish were mine. That's all I notice is the Jade Isles. I've made a couple of 1 versus 1 maps. They're nowhere near as like flashy or classy as these. One was the Pirate Cove. I don't know if that will come up on YouTube, but you might want to... I'll actually look it up just so you can actually have some fun with that, because I did a little voiceover for it, bit for it. Okay, there's a link to the Pirate Cove teaser trailer map. Enjoy that. I did a little voiceover bit for it. I also made Sunken Ruins as well. And I'm very OCD with my maps. I like them to be like completely symmetrical, but at the same time not symmetrical that it's obviously boring, but it's like as fair as possible for both players. But anyway, you can see this map. It looks gorgeous already just from the minimap, and the minimaps in Warcraft 3 do not do the maps justice. And he's going to be obviously using good use of props and whatnot. So I can't wait to actually have a proper look at this. going to be Albert versus Anubis. Human versus apparently human now. I don't think Anubis ever plays human. What's going on there? Anubis does like to get in there. Is he Grubby versus Witty? Do you realise how crushed I would get by Grubby? It's like not even funny. I have actually beaten Grubby before. That's like my claim to fame, but it's not in the way that you think. It was a 4 versus 4 arranged team game that I played so long ago in Reign of Chaos. People actually asked for the replay of it. Of course I don't have the replay because I didn't really realise Grubby so much at the time because I wasn't an expert. This is way back in that day. I've actually beaten SK Hemon as well, who was rank 1 versus 1. He was on an alt and I didn't realise at the time until someone let me know when they were checking my account. Again, I used to... I don't know, I don't want to sound like... Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I'm getting close to the new headset. I'll have to put some money into it because it probably will be a bit more than $150. I'll try to get the best price that I can possibly, but I obviously want to get the best headset as well to try to reduce the amount of buzzy noises that you get in the background. Sometimes I have to put this headset in like several times and test recordings just to make sure, because sometimes there's like this high-pitched noise, and obviously I can't stand having a high-pitched noise in the replays, but there's not much you can do about it sometimes if that's just the way it's going to be. Chill Win Pass. I don't think I did, no. I didn't make Chill Win Pass. I could take credit for it, but I didn't make it. Looks like we're ready to go. It is Albert versus Sunshine this time. Well, I think the headset's okay at the moment, but there are moments. I actually put the volume down to 49 out of 100, because if I have it 100 out of 100, you really hear the buzz. The key is to have it as quiet as you can, so that I'm as loud as I can be without being distorted. And the best way to beat the buzzing noise is to have the mic as close as possible to your mouth. But obviously this affects people, because when I shout, it's very loud. And there's not much I can do about that. People are like, don't shout. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a human being. I have natural human reactions. I'm being genuine. Do you want me to sort of just be completely monotone the whole game? I actually couldn't do that. I don't know how to... The only time you can get me being monotone the whole game is if I'm being super salty and I'm not happy and I'm miserable and I'm all butthurt, which is basically what happened yesterday. I carried on with the finals after losing to Albert in the 0-2, and I was just super miserable after that because he just basically beat me with summon units, and everyone was like, that's skill, and I'm like, that's not skill, and they're like, yeah, that is skill, and then I'm like, fine, I'm just going to be miserable now for the rest of the night. So yeah, it does happen. I'm a bad winner and I'm a bad loser. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about this map. It's called Jade Isles, and we have 2 players. We have Sunshine at the bottom right. There is no bottom left here. It is bottom right. He's playing as the purple human. At the top left, we've got Albert, and he's playing as the yellow human. So we got a mirror match today. Let's see, the players are pretty much on the same ballpark. I imagine Archmage for both. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now, this looks like a very nicely laid out 1 versus 1 map. The distance seems pretty reasonable. Nice open spaces in between, but at the same time it looks like there's quite a few options. Different paths to take, which I really like. So it's like as open as it can be, but at the same time it's strategic really in where you can run to and which path you can take. So we actually have a look. There's some scouting going off. You've got a nice little cove here. This is basically loosely based lore-wise, I believe, off the Pandarian Isles in World of Warcraft. The lush isles, that is. So it's all looking gorgeous. It's that Sunken Ruins temple sort of like tile set, and it's gorgeous. I love the sort of like the rivers he's created, the shallow rivers, shallow waters, where the footman just goes there and then he comes back up. It's looking good. So we have Sunshine using a heck of a lot of militia here. 5 militia is a bit overkill, but I guess he doesn't know exactly what he's up against. He's going straight for the orange creep camp, which actually looks pretty reasonable. It's 2 healers and a level 6 marauder, which is like a tanky type murloc. Looks like that was a good go because it worked out for him nicely, so human is definitely going to be quite strong on a map like this. I think I might suggest, I suppose, maybe some sort of slow unit here. Like a creep that could slow. That would make it a bit more annoying. A bit like the golems, for example, in oh hello. This is a green spot. This is one of the harder green spots by the looks of it. It's a green spot nonetheless. It's pretty tough. Level 5 snapper with frost armor. Could take longer to kill than that marauder potentially. Trying to fix the latency by the looks of it, the players. So you have a few green spots. The closest spots towards the bases, and then you have to venture closer towards the middle of the map. You've got a decent chunk of orange spots. Looks like you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 orange spots, I would say. 4, 5 green spots, something like that. I believe that Albert has done the first green spot. Oh my goodness, someone can save the game. That's not good. We're getting lag, are we? Oh my goodness. Southern Isles, yes, very nice. Oh, disconnected. What happened there? That was interesting. Something went terribly wrong there. I'm not sure how many people actually got kicked there, whether it was just me. They're rehosting it, maybe? No idea. Stop quoting Rifleman. Tyrannus stand? It's not the same map. Okay, well I'll go and make my own Jade Isles then. Budgies! Okay. Do 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 do. D not day. Oh, that was stuff you ape. Yeah, he's a fucking moron. No surprise on that one. Okay, right. Where's that bot? Where's that bot name? Oh, it didn't give me the bot name this time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. People say after 30 seconds you get bot. I don't believe them. There we go. I got the bot. The bot is mine, okay. Right. Are you guys doing your 1 versus 1? Otherwise, I don't mind having a go on this map. Oh, yeah. No, you can watch the stream. Because the people at the bottom I don't recognise, so they actually could be some of the few people that actually genuinely want to get in and watch these games. I do actually feel sorry because this is your map, but you can watch it from my point of view anyway. You'll see exactly what you would normally see. Does seem kind of harsh though, but at the same time I don't really want to kick anyone because it seems harsh on them as well. Which is like why I like doing the first come first serve basis. No one, where's Granty anyway? Because he needs to be banned. Oh, actually, yes you can. You got your moment. If not, hopefully Film is paying attention. If not, he hasn't joined yet. I've given him the opportunity. But I can only do so much. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink the water. I don't know why you guys love Granty so much. You do realise he is hacking scum. Like, he hacked for ages in custom games versus friends. That's pond scum level. So unless you guys are doing the same, and that's why you think it's okay, I don't get it. But for me, if I know someone and I'm friends with them and then they hack versus me, that's scum. You can go fuck yourself. He was hacking scum. I don't give a shit. He did it in the first place. Even if he doesn't hack now. Which, I mean, how much do you fucking believe that? Don't mean shit to me. Right, who's playing? If not, I'll just play Albert and we can have a go on this game. Let's do that. Okay, let's get this cracking, otherwise we're going to be here all night. It's the Jade Isles. I'm going to be playing as Orc versus Albert, and he's going to be playing as Human. We're going to have a go on this map. It does look quite biased towards Human from what I've experienced for a brief moment beforehand. So let's have a look and see what we can do. That's a bit strange there, Pans. Didn't you actually ask whether the spots were reserved or not? And now you've gone and left at the start of the game. This is why we can't have nice things. So says Total Biscuit. And he's kind of right. You give new people the opportunity to join and they leave right at the start of the game. So what am I supposed to do with that? The spot's gone. The game is gone. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Easy mode. We need more gold. Ready to work. Human is the master race in 1 versus 1. No, it actually genuinely is the best race in 1 versus 1. I wasn't even being sarcastic. It really is. Oh, I'm Red Orc. Didn't realise that. That's not good. That's always a bad sign. Probably no need to scout because it's kind of obvious. He's probably going to go and do the orange spot this time. So there's a temptation to go up there, but I don't think I can get up there in time. So I might have to treat this as a normal game. But I don't know all the hot spots, which is really key as a Blademaster, is to hit all the critical points. So it's a bit risky. There is a tavern. It's just not where you think it is. tavern is here. So it's kind of close to the base. So basically that's the bad news, is he could get a tier 2 hero and come straight to my base from there. I wouldn't be surprised, that's why he's asking. Probably wind walked a little bit too quick there. I could try and do these creeps. See if one of these drops a nice item. Maybe not. I'm taking my chances here. Oh. Come on, get closer, trolls, so he can hit you. I hope I get something good out of this. I really do. You better give me something good for this one. Not bad actually, Pendant of Energy. Good for a Shadow Hunter. Take down the big boy. Gloves of Haste, I'll have some of that. We'll do a little scout, see if he's taking a fast expansion or something. Not that he really should have done. Do want to get level 3, but I'm not sure what to creep next. Sexy Time won't play Albert unless it screws him over in some sort of way, shape or form. Feel like his Archmage is probably level 4 by now. It's got to be somewhere.
Yes. Take your time. Look around. Yes, master. I am yours.
Don't know what he's up to then. His Archmage is only level 2.
Be happy to. Our town is under attack. Upgrade complete.
I am yours.
Yes,
What
master.
task is there? I am yours. What task is there? I am yours.
Master? Loktar. Something need doing? I can do that. Yes. Work.
Excellent
What do you
choice.
want? Zugzag.
I am yours.
This is the part where I get screwed.
Huh? Slow move.
Oh, there's an opening. Yeah, he's probably going to my base.
What do you want? Time for killing. Loktar. Yes. Huh? Master? Research
I am yours.
Yep, here we go. Same old shit.
Our town is under attack.
Can't get my bestiary because I can't build it out there.
Yes.
Taste of my blade.
Huh? Yes.
Oh.
What do you want?
What task is there? Fight for the burning blade. Oh. What task is there?
What do you want?
Yes, Lord.
We're under attack.
Skill summon!
My blade.
Can't even reach the footman I want to hit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Oh. Taste of my blade.
We're complete.
I am yours.
What do you want? Fight. We're under attack.
Hang on a second, didn't I make him windwalk? I thought I made him windwalk, my mistake. Yeah, Albert never changes. Does the same easy shit every game. I played bad there though. But I knew exactly what was coming. Like I was like, oh right, he's going to my base. It was unfortunate I didn't catch him out with my Blademaster. But it's game over. You can't afford to lose a level 3 Blademaster because he takes an eternity to come back. But is this skill 2 water elementals, perhaps free sometimes, 2 quill beasts, perhaps free sometimes, just basically auto attacking burrows, doing so much damage you can't even out repair it. It is definitely, without doubt, a fucking super easy mode strategy to pull off. So there's so little skill involved in that shit. And you've got the Brilliance Aura, so he's coming back up for more water elementals, more quill beasts soon. The easy mode continues. It never stops. Level 3 on what? Yeah. Well, my advice, oh yeah, Troll Priest will last long versus Water Elementals and Quill Beast chasing it. It will get killed in about 4 hits, plus an Archmage chasing it. So yeah, that's not going to work. And plus it would probably take about 2 Abolished Magics to actually kill one of these, which would basically be all the magic mana, rather, that Troll Priest has. So let's have a look at the constructive parts of this map. So we know this creep camp here. Pretty powerful item, not that tough. This creep camp here is a bit too frozen armory. I'm not sure what it drops to make it worthwhile. This looks like a well balanced creep camp, but I can't tell you exactly because I don't know the items it drops. But that looks fine. This looks interesting. It'll have to be like a level 4 or 5 charged item, I think, that comes from the Behemoth. Because that's really horrible to melee characters. But ranged characters like Mass Fiends could probably handle that relatively well. But of course it is near the middle, so it's not too easy to do. The expansion is pretty nasty. So I guess it makes sense. But these guys, tough little buggers. I don't think they have spells on them. But 900 health a pop for both of those. Both level 5. There's good experience from it. I think if a human player... Human might be a bit overpowered on this map because there's access to some somewhat easily pickable creeps. You, I think, need to put possibly less tough creeps in terms of health and stamina, but make it so that they actually have more interesting abilities like Frost Nova and stuff like that. That way, if a human decides to turn up with Mass Militia, they're going to have to micro or actually have some sort of punishment for doing so. So if they get Nova'd, or Frost Armor is put on the units, or heals, slows, anything like that. Again, I think any creep camps that a human could basically creep with Militia need to have some sort of annoying creep mechanics, like slow, Frost Nova, Lightning Shield, so you could put in a Mage. I don't know if it makes much sense to have a mage there, lore-wise, but just a suggestion. Take it for what I'm seeing it as. Otherwise, I like the layout. It's very open, but you definitely need to move this tavern. That tavern... There should just be one tavern. Have it in the middle here. If you move both the taverns, remove one of the taverns and move the other one, smack bang in the middle. That's a perfect place for a tavern. People can meet up in the middle. Their hero can either go up, they can go down, they can go left, they can go right. But if you have a tavern hero that's potentially coming out here, level 2, Beastmaster, he's got to basically walk about 5 feet and then he's inside of my base. As you can see, goes for the burrows. Same old shit. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good overall. Maybe make a few changes here and there, but I don't mind the map actually. I think it's pretty good. And that's my 2 cents on it. Make of it what you will. Let's see what items the Archmage got. It's actually really got very crappy items. I don't know whether he sold them or what, compared to the items I picked up. Anyway, that'll do it. thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. At least the insight into the Jade Isles. You get the idea. Yeah. Well, there it is. Right, let's see, we've done that. Maybe try this Dalaran's University and then finish off with that or something. Give me a moment, I'll just be using the link that Demon did give. I get the feeling that this map is going to be a rebel bot when I host it. You realise that my lodge actually was 75% of the way built, and I teched up very efficiently. As soon as the wood was available, I teched. My spirit lodge was about 50 to 75% of the time built. By the time he had 2 summons, like 2 water elementals and 2 quill beasts in my base. Obviously the bestiary was gone, because that was near the outside. So having a spirit walker out, and then researching the disenchant for the spirit walker, kind of is impossible to do before you actually get rushed by mass summons. See, what you need to do is just sit in your base and camp it, and then just try to deal with that rush, which is doable. Just sit in there, camp it. It's a very boring way to play, but it's what you got to do. But the thing is, the human can push it even harder, and they can use towers. Come with militia and tower your base. And orc are very weak at the start of tier 2, because once they get tier 2 and they get it going, they're much better. But they're very weak at the start of tier 2, so they've got to get it cracking. Okay. I didn't know this was a 2-player game. What are these things you suggest to me, honestly? Back in the mo. I used the exact link that was given, and you've given me the wrong link. Well done. Brilliant. This is why you gotta make sure you put the right links in. You can't just say, oh, you should play this, and then that's it. Give me an actual link to the actual proper game, and then maybe I'll play it. Otherwise, I will ignore your request from now on. You know what? Fuck it. Let's play UFA Party instead. I'm not even going to bother trying to download that other one because it's only got 3.5, so I'm not even going to trust that. UFA Party, and then we'll finish this up. That's funny. Archmage is possibly the most imbalanced hero in the game. Over Blademaster and everything else for the general overuse that it actually has. Fuck rebel bots. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Honest to God. Rebel fucking bot. You remember that Patreon I told you about? Seriously? Just go to my channel, youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft. Click on the video description of one of the latest videos and there'll be a link to that Patreon. Seriously. I need a fucking bot to actually do this. Because I've just hosted again. And the fucking bot just kicks me out when I join. So stupid. I mean, what's the probability on that? It's like, okay, 1 out of every 10 bots is shit. No, actually, I think I've only hosted 3 times, and 2 of those times, the bots kicked me. And it kicks me every time. So that's pretty fucked. Because that's like a 66% chance to get kicked by the bot that you've used to host. What? It's so bad. It's just beyond belief. This budgie is lying on his cage and he's completely and utterly tired and sleepy, so I've actually got washing outside because no one brought that in, so I'm going to actually have to go outside. It's like pitch black outside. There's washing out there and I'm going to have to go and get that washing. They get to host this week because I have no control. So again, if you want me to be able to host with a bot, then I don't want to sound like a broken record or something like that, but obviously donations or whatever would help to actually be able to fund an actual bot so that I can host a game, that way anyone can join. I can't have any control because I tried to host it with the free bots and 66% of the time I get kicked out of my own game, which I just tried to do for you guys. And I got kicked, so that's why we're using this bot. So yeah, it's just a case of suck it up for the time being and just enjoy this Twitch stream, and there you go. I can't do anything about it. I really can't at the moment. It is game over for me. If you want to stop the people from having control, then you know what you have to do. I can host it manually, but then it's kind of redundant because then I'm the only one that has good ping. Yeah, I know that, Anubis. I don't know if I'm the only one here. That was a direct path. I don't like Granty being in this game. What the hell? How did you manage to survive that? Because that makes sense. Jesus. Genzul, 1984. Is that being flashy? Is that pandering to me, or are you actually born the same time? Thoughts on the Draenor cinematic is a good question. I love it. I think it's fantastic. They've done a good job with it. I wasn't blown away by the lore or the story, etc. of it. I was blown away by the sheer beauty of it and the fact that it has a Pit Lord in it. Lo and behold, I actually do like the Pit Lord. But mostly Manaroth, because he was fucking kick-ass in Warcraft 3. Such a good character, so fun, so much personality. So seeing him in that cinematic, even though he got his ass kicked, spoiler, it was still just a joy to behold his awesomeness. I mean, you see that fucking Pit Lord, I mean, come on. Don't get me wrong, Grom's like beastie and all of that, but you see that Pit Lord, he's like 10 stories high. He's like the size of a fucking building. Bigger than a building. Like completely and utterly ripped. It's got a weapon that is like the size of a double-decker bus, if not larger than that. Probably larger than that, to be quite frank. And you're telling me he loses? I don't think so. I don't think that badass loses. Oh yeah, the lore's completely wrong because basically they've gone down a time travel route. Never go down a time travel route. But luckily for me, I couldn't really give too much of a crap about the lore. I find it interesting, but I don't worry about it. If the lore's fucked up in some way, I'm not going to go, oh my god, I can't play this because of the lore. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. I play purely for gameplay mechanics. That's all I'm interested in. If the game plays good, it's nice and smooth and fun, then that's all that matters to me. I love standing there and getting people blocked. That's so good. Such a arsehole thing to do. I'm pretty sure I can go this way. Ah, I can't. How did you manage to get over there then? Because I couldn't go up any higher because of this guy. That guy killed me, so how did you manage to get there? Must have just been some sort of swing. Huh. You should have a clean run. Or not.
Move it! Out of my way! I'm coming! Get pets!
Yep, I'm too late on that one.
Coming through! Brilliant! Out of my way!
That's a good clap. There's so many of these spawning. I wonder whether the end boss is actually going to be the end boss. Like, for example, I think Grom's going to be near the end of the expansion. Like, last boss. I don't know. Would they do a redemption with him? Story, because he's so epic. But then again, he is kind of chaotic. He always has been. I kind of get the feeling that Grom will be the last boss, but not the last boss, if you know what I mean. Like, the expansion's based on him, but I think someone else is behind it, and you actually have to kill them at the very end. But of course I don't know, really. But it is called the Warlords of Draenor. And they've even said in like panels and such, the idea is that you're going around killing the Warlords of Draenor one by one. You know, Kargath and all of that. That's basically what you're going to be doing. So yeah, they have definitely gone over the top with orcs. That is always one of the risky things, is because they've had Siege of Orgrimmar, which I think has been going for like 18 months. That sounds like too much. Probably is too much. It's been going for about a year, I think. So it's pretty ridiculous. Nice name, by the way. Pretty ridiculous that that's been going on for this long. So you've basically been having to fight Grom. I keep calling him Grom. Garrosh. I always get their names mixed up. But Garrosh for like a year now. And then you're going to get a hugely orc-centric expansion. As long as it plays good, that's all I care about. As long as the game plays there, they've got flex now. You can get harder modes, but with flex, so you can just play with the amount of people that you want to play and play on a hard mode still. That really interests me. Because I don't always have time to be part of like a super heroic hardcore group. I can handle it easily because I don't think World of Warcraft is that hard to play. Let's face it, at the end of the day. I'm always very, very competitive when it comes to like DPS meters and such like that. Like, I will just go all out. I'm a proper fucking tryhard when it comes to that sort of thing. Oh, I like this one. This is just funny.
What the hell is that?
Who's going to get it? Albert's in there very early. Okay, we're going around this way instead. He's going to get bit. If we just keep biting him, we could actually kill him. Especially if Stoney came in a bit. Gul'dan has red eyes because he drank it, didn't he? That's the whole point. He drank the actual juice. Come on, someone bloody stop him. Why isn't anyone else stopping him? Oh dear. That's pretty bad. That's really bad for other people to let him get away with that. No, the idea, or the whole lore behind it, and I'm not an expert on it, but from what I understood, in the original way, before they did the whole time travel crap, is Gul'dan drinks it and he encourages all the other orcs to do it. Now the cinematic shows it happening. He drinks it obviously because that makes him green, because when you drink it, well, you say that he didn't drink the blood, but why was he green? Because when you drink the blood you turn green, because they're all originally sort of like a brownish colour. I think Gul'dan was always a sort of slave to power and all of that. But anyway, that's my opinion. And the idea was to get the others, but Grom didn't drink the blood. So, alright, if you want to have that argument then, how did, yeah, Fel Magic gives green skin, so he must be using Fel Magic, he must have drank it. Otherwise, how did he get... Because Grom's green in the campaign. He drinks it and becomes green, right? But he doesn't in the cinematic because it's a whole time travel story. He decides not to do it because he basically gets distracted by Garrosh, who stops him from doing it. Oh no, actually, something changes. I don't know. I only saw it once. I can't remember it all off heart. But anyway, green is orc. Orc is green. That's all you need to know. No more logic to it. Don't think about it too hard. Why is Grom fucking brown then, originally, in the cinematic, before he's even drunk any blood whatsoever? So who's been giving him the Fel Magic? I think someone should just Wikipedia it or something. I can't actually stop him.
Our hero has fallen.
Pracky bringing the lore to you people right here. Oh, this is a good game. I'm just going to do this. I don't even care. Just press taunt. Who cares? Mountain giants in it. I like my dead blood elf Kale at the top left, Tempest Keep. Maybe we get to kill him again. Burning Crusade was just a setback. Look at that skill. Manaroth was cocky. That was his problem. He's a cocky sod. But I don't think he would realistically be that stupid. If you think about it, right, I know they're more chaotic and all of that, but if you think about the army in real life, how incredibly disciplined you have to be. And you have to be intelligent to a certain extent to actually go up in the ranks. So if you were the same rank as Manaroth, who is like, you know, pretty damn high up, considering you think of all of the fell demons and you want to nerd out on this stuff, all of the demons and the sheer numbers that they have is just like unlimited. And then he's one of the higher up ones. He wouldn't be that much of a dumbass to get so easily killed. Like, you know, just chopped in the head by Grom. Regardless of how fucking arrogant he is. And it's the same deal. The thing that always bugged me was Illidan. Yeah, someone's mentioned Illidan. This has always been my biggest gripe with Warcraft 3, the campaign. Is, what the hell's wrong with you? Is, when Arthas fought Illidan. Okay? Well, there's so many points to go over, it's beyond ridiculous. But let's first look at the point that even though Illidan's been in a prison, right, okay, for 10,000 years, he is like, if you think about humans again, like he's the top of the class when it comes to martial arts and all of that. Like absolute elite pro. He's got those double glaives. I mean, anyone that can fucking swing those double glaives and not chop their own hand off is just beyond skilled, okay? So he's like the best of the best. And then he ends up fighting versus Arthas, who is already weak and is a human, and loses. No, that would never happen. Illidan's been alive for fucking 10,000 years. Imagine what we do in our lifetimes, right? What we do in our lifetimes, yeah, okay, and within like 100 years space, not even that really. Don't know why I'm not getting any of these. And then you think what you could do with 10,000 years of training and expertise versus a human. Arthas is just a human. Just a fucking human. Nothing special. He's only been alive probably about 30 years, so he can't be that fucking good at combat either. Good time for Moi. Almost. Half in the bag. No, I don't think that counts. That's not good enough. What the hell am I still losing health for? I was actually technically on Blight there, but okay, that's weird. No, but he was still weak. He was super fragile. He could barely fucking sit in his horse, and then he manages to beat Illidan. And then they also had that fight another time where it's like they're one versus one in each other. Sitting on the horse fighting Illidan, and he's like, oh, we could fight like this. Illidan says we could fight like this for years. No, I don't fucking think so. You would just one-shot him. If it was like even close to real, you would easily one-shot Arthas. Arthas only got actually super powerful when he was fucking the actual Lich King. Before that point, he was still very fucking weak. Why did that kill me? I was moving. Okay, I'll let that go. I still think no matter what way you try to spin it, That's funny. In WoW, Arthas has more health than Illidan, so that's your excuse. But if you were looking at it from a realistic point of view, this is just say this is real life. Obviously, it isn't. Obviously, even me saying obvious sounds retarded, but apologies if that offends anyone. I know that word's a bit of a buzzword these days. But anyway, yeah, it's just like there's no way Illidan would lose. He's a fucking beast. Like, that dude would never lose in a 1 versus 1 in melee combat. Especially when Arthas hasn't actually got any real powers whatsoever. Yeah, Uther also lost to a couple of ghouls, like you say, Arthas and that. Uther could have definitely been stronger as well. If he was as powerful as he was supposed to be, I think he would have had more. He was more of a realistic character though. He was like, he's powerful and strong, but he's not like godlike or anything like that. So he's still, but Arthas and some of the others just kind of go beyond that kind of level of godlikeness, where they just unrealistically beat things that they shouldn't be beaten. Oh, I hate this. I'm not even going to take part in this. I'm just more interested in chatting shit about the fucking Illidan kicking everyone's ass, because Illidan's Illidan. Malfurion just chills in the woods. Yeah, here's the storm. Illidan is pretty fragile, to be honest. Yeah, Deathwing as well. That's another hard one to explain. Deathwing was like crazy strong. I don't know too much about the lore of Deathwing, but if he's like an Earth Warder, he was more powerful than the other dragon aspects, that they all had to basically gangbang him in order to beat him. And he had the ability to cast Cataclysm, which I know is the wrong way to say it, but I like saying it that way. Cataclysm, which would basically destroy the entire world. It's pretty powerful. So why didn't he just do that when he wasn't being attacked? Oh well. If that's what he wanted to do anyway, if he just wanted to destroy the world and all of that, and he was that crazy, he could have just done it in the first place before anyone got strong enough to beat him. Yeah, I'll come across Deathwing in Warcraft too. Won't we, Joey? Oh, he's so ridiculously cute. It's just not even fair how cute he is. He is, I mean, he does this slug thing. It's just stupidly cute. Isn't it, Joey? Oh, he's so cute. Honestly, this budgie. In it to win it. Yeah, he stole the dragon soul, or he took one extra part, from what I understand. Like, I listened to Novel. I don't know if you can see Joey. Again, it's kind of hidden by that blue budgie. But he's so cute. Such a cute little budgie. And he's kind of, he would normally be asleep by now. No, Deathwing went crazy. The old Chris Metzen style of making everyone go crazy, which is kind of fine. The first couple of times, I suppose. That's why I think they brought Garrosh in. I actually don't mind Garrosh. I know a lot of people didn't like him, but he was an arsehole because he was an arsehole. He wasn't an arsehole because he became corrupt or something. In the final, he does sort of get somewhat... No, he isn't actually technically corrupted by the heart, because it takes over him, but he's still who he is. He was just an arsehole. So that's great. That's what you want your villains to be. You want your villains to be villains because they are actually bad. But also you do want a bit of an actual character or story behind them. But that's still, you definitely want that over, oh well, some evil dude just possessed them and now they're not nice anymore. So, yeah, that's why he turned bad. That's not really good. You want them to either... The best kind of villains are basically people that are good to start off with and then turn bad. Those are the best kind of villains, obviously. I'm just literally clicking on stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What did you say? Yeah, Deathwing was a badass, boy. Dude was crazy. There we go. Just going off on one. The question is who's stronger, Grom or Garrosh? Who would win in a fight? I'm not going to grab Joey. Oh, I've got a kind of sad story to tell actually. Whilst I'm at it. I came home, I actually biked to work and that. I came home on my bike and as soon as I entered through the back, which is where the garden is. There was a little sparrow, sort of like on the floor. He was dead. And he was just sort of like lying there with his eyes closed. He was a little bit ruffled here, where his feathers would be, or if you can think of it like a human point of view, he was like a little bit of his face, his feathers were like a little bit ruffled, and there was something on his chest, but I don't know whether that was just shape or whatever. So I don't know whether a cat got to him, or whether he just died of natural reasons. Most likely a cat, because I've never seen a dead bird there. But I actually had to bury the little bugger. Because I was like, well, I can't leave him here because that's bad because all the other birds, because we got like sort of like a bird feeding area and all of that. You get loads of birds because it's great for Joey. He sits by the window, and outside of the window, he's got the entire fucking living room. He's not one of these birds that sits in his cage all day. He's got an entire living room to fly around, and there's a huge window which you can just look out, and there's all the birds coming down, going in the bird bath or eating the seed and all of that. And this little bird was lying there dead in that area, so I obviously had to give him a little bit of a burial. So I took him to the side of the garden and got a little, I can't remember the name for the tool, but I dug him a little hole, put the little thing in it, and buried him again. And then I made a little a church cross for him, which is kind of ironic because as I was thinking about it, I was thinking it does seem kind of ironic and weird because I'm not actually religious, so making a cross for him did seem somewhat wrong, but that's too late for me there. But anyway, it was just kind of a sign of respect for the little bugger. It's just sad to see, and now I want to be violent to cats, but at the same time I don't want to be that violent because it's like it isn't their nature, so it's conflicting. Because I like the little birds, they're so cute, they're so innocent, but nature's a bitch, like the Naga. Just go for it. What else are you gonna do? Just gonna die here. You can't get past anyway, so we're both gonna die. Good luck doing this in 10 seconds. Ah, no chance. Well, there it is. That'll do it for tonight, at least for me. If you want to continue playing, then feel free to do so in Human Castle. Good luck getting into those corrupt clan age games though. Have fun with that. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun tonight. I was more chilled, relaxed, less butthurt and salty. I do get upset. I do act like a twat sometimes. I apologise when I do that. I am only human, and I definitely did that last night in the stream before. I did feel bad about it, but it was my natural reaction. This time I didn't take it so seriously because I was just concentrating more on the map versus Albert, but it's that same sort of summon crap. It's just so bad. But anyway, I'm not going to go delve into that too much. Thanks again. If you're interested in seeing any Warcraft free content like this, basically just hop onto youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft. You can find 4 vs 4 strategies, 2 vs 2s, Tower Islands, 1 vs 1 guides, all sorts of stuff there. Lots of good stuff. So if you're interested in Warcraft free or what I do, then go there. If you want to see me do other stuff, such as Heroes of the Storm at the moment, which is a MOBA that everyone hates and loves hating on because it's basically the new boy on the block. So Dota 2 and League of Legends are very well sort of situated right now, so it's very hard for Heroes of the Storm to not basically get hated on, because originally Dota 2 and League of Legends hate each other, and then Heroes of the Storm comes in and it's like, get him! So those two are just heavily going on Heroes of the Storm. Either way, I'm really enjoying it, and if you want to see me play or just commentate the games, I treat it the same sort of way as I treat the 4 versus 4s to some degree. I pick a hero. In fact, I've been doing a thing on Sundays, so tomorrow I'll be streaming pretty much in the afternoon, more or less all day, Heroes of the Storm content. Yes, and I'll just be letting you pick the hero. So I'll make a straw poll. I'll put 4 heroes in it, like Diablo, Illidan, Arthas, and Fala, or whatever. And then whoever gets the most votes out of them, so just say Diablo, I'll play that hero. And then I'll put up another straw poll for the next game. And it's basically as to choose my hero theme. And I'll be doing that throughout the day tomorrow. So if you want to check that out, I put the videos up at youtube.com/witty1. That's right, Joey. WTi1, that's the number 1, WTii1. And yeah, you can catch me doing that there. Otherwise, I'll be streaming on this Twitch channel because I only have one stream, and I'm not making any more Twitch channels or anything like that. I've overcomplicated it enough by making this dedicated Warcraft 3 place, WTiiWarcraft. Hey, look who's back! You back? You were just lying there. You got your energy back, huh? Yeah? You want to say goodbye to everyone? Come on, one last goodbye. He's being stubborn. Here we go. Good boy. Say goodbye to everyone. He's been lying down like the last 2 hours. Just lying on your cage, didn't you? Yeah. Druid. You good boy? Yeah? He's all spiky now because he's getting older, so I don't think he can actually get rid of those spikes. They're supposed to grow into feathers, but they don't because I think he just hasn't got the, you know, whatever it is, because he's older, it just doesn't go through so well. So he just looks super spiky now, like a porcupine. It's quite funny. Yes, good boy. Little baby bird. Good boy. Well done. I'll take him off and put him to bed. Right then. Thank you very much for watching. I'll put a link to the channels that I have, and yeah, I won't be able to shut them up now. There you go. I'll put a little bit in the chat there. It means you're going to get the pause video bit, but it's just basically saying, iterating what I've said. So youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft for Warcraft content, youtube.com/Witty1, WTii1 for Heroes of the Storm content, and tomorrow I will be streaming on this Twitch page, Heroes of the Storm. And then we'll do the same thing again next week, where Friday, Saturday I'll be doing some Warcraft 3 stuff, and so on, until I can seem to get more of a schedule pattern fixed or whatever it might be. Anyway, I want to thank you again for coming in. I hope you did enjoy this. It's good to see the chat room very active. It's a lot of fun to sort of read your comments, and yeah, it's good to see it. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, have a good one, have a nice weekend, and I think I'll finish things off here now, so see you later.